throw me that tub of towels. No, inside the bag. Is there a? Yeah, there you go. Thanks.
Yeah.
Tub of towels.
Tub of towels. It's much warmer than last summer in the house.
Yes, it sure is.
Yeah.
Isn't
Oh,
it?
really?
Yeah. It was 48 degrees, I think, last time we were in here.
Yeah.
And turned the power on, so.
Right. Yeah, it's a little nippy.
Yeah.
Okay, so this here is the drop to your city sewer. This is, my camera's actually upside down right now. I have my number one cameras in the shop that's self-leveling and everything, but there's always a problem with it. Old Faithful here never dies. So this is the drop to the city sewer, and right, turn this over, right there's the city sewer.
Okay.
The water goes this way.
Okay.
Nothing in it right now.
Okay.
I didn't really see, other than normal scaling and stuff like that of your sewer line, I really didn't see any issue yet. Okay, so here we are in the top. And kind of hard to follow the waters right here. That's the bottom. So like I said, this is crock pipe here.
Okay.
Pretty clean right in this area. And this is the cast iron.
Okay.
So the cast iron goes out almost 75 feet.
Okay.
That's really typical for these older houses. I'd rather see the cast iron because the crock pipe, you know, with trees and stuff like that after 100 years,
Yeah.
there's a lot of problems with it. So right here, the cast iron is really in decent shape for its age. I think as we get a little closer back to the foundation, it gets a little heavier scaled. So the crock pipe gets put together with, just so that you understand a little bit better, gets put together with coupling connections. So it's a coupling that goes around that. And what happens is they eventually, because of settling and tree root getting in and everything, they end up being a little off like this. As long as there's no separation between, I saw a couple that were a little off, but there's no separation in between, or there's no water getting outside the pipe.
Okay.
So that's the main thing. Cast iron scales like a snake.
Okay.
So the whole pipe, the whole inside of the pipe gets flaky and scales off, falls on the bottom of the pipe and gets washed out.
Okay.
So I have to look at this and determine, you know, what integrity is left in that pipe.
Yeah.
And so far, I mean, this area, all throughout the whole cast iron area, there's a lot of buildup on the bottom. It's just from using grease and stuff like that when you're cooking, going down the drain. You coming down, brother?
No, I'm just wondering how much longer you're going to be.
Not long.
That cap back on?
Yep, not long.
Okay, give me a shout.
I will. Thanks. So you can
So
see.
you can see, like, that's kind of the grease and stuff.
Yeah, this is grease and just buildup from really not being used a lot.
Okay.
Is there something they could put down the drains or flush down the toilets to help deal with that?
No, you don't want to do that.
Okay.
I don't recommend anything.
All right.
I don't care how safe they say it is for the pipes or anything like that. I don't go for any of that.
Yeah.
You just got to maintain the sewer line, which means, you know, if it's like, let's say it was that heavy all the way back with all this buildup, you don't want to snake that because the line's old, but you do want to hydrojet it. You can take a hydrojet, have a plumbing contractor come in and blow all that stuff
Oh, okay.
off.
Okay.
So we'll see how it is all the way back. I'll have all this, everything that we talk about will be in my report.
So Gary, hydrojetting, the last time I got a quote on it was about $1,700 if that was needed.
That's why you need to get, I always tell everybody, you need to get at least 4 or 5 quotes for hydrojetting.
Okay.
Because there's people out there that, I don't know what they think, but they think that it's worth
$1,700.
ripping people off for it, and I don't go for that. So if you get 4 or 5 quotes, you'll find somebody in the middle.
What do you think is the middle? Just ballpark, we're not going to hold you
Well,
to it, but-
here we're out about 100 feet to the city sewer, so I think somebody would come in here and say they could do it for 500 or 600. People come in here and say they can do it for $2,000.
Okay.
Yep. So
And that's not an immediate need. Just if
it's
somebody
not
down the
immediate.
line-
You've got a lot of
Yeah.
pipe left, but I would, and I'm going to put it in my report that within within a year and a half or so that you have that done.
Okay. Yeah.
But here in the cast iron pipe, I'm looking for some real issues going on, and I don't really see any with the pipe itself.
Yeah, that's great news.
Because if you look at the pipe up here, that's really very mildly scaled.
Yeah.
So, just so you know, I heard what you said about because it's old. I was in Detroit probably about 6 months ago, and the house was built in 1900.
Mm.
And I went through the sewer line, and I came upstairs, and they said, "Well, how does it look?" And I said, "It looks like they installed it last week."
Wow.
Wow.
And that's what happens is, it all depends on how they install this. You know, it's supposed to be a 1/4 inch drop every foot. So it starts out outside the foundation wall at 7 feet. By the time you get out to, well, here it's different because it's only tapping into the city sewer at less than 7 feet. So it's probably 2 feet out here.
Okay.
And then as you go, you know, so the drop, it really makes all the difference in the world how it's installed. Whether it's cast iron, crock pipe, or PVC. But I just don't see anything wrong with the pipe itself. And that's not typical for these houses. I always see something, but
Yeah. Wow.
it's looking
So we're in
good.
good shape here.
It's looking good so far. We only got 35 more feet to come back. Yeah, I said it's going to get more heavily scaled as I come back. It is now.
Yeah.
Now it is, but it's still not bad, and I'm only 18 feet out now. You got some years left on this pipe. It's going to last you. It's going to last you quite a while.
That's not a cold. That's just allergy. Ever since COVID, you're afraid to cough.
Especially like if you're on an airplane or something.
Right.
Everybody looks at you and gives you a dirty look.
Coming to the country, passing the checkpoint.
That's right.
Get out of here.
3 days.
No, we're not.
Yep.
Well, that is great news.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah,
It's
that's
very.
really good.
It's very good news. I was not expecting that. So no issues at all. You don't have to worry about it backing up or
Okay.
anything like that.
Wow.
It's going to be just fine.
Woo-hoo.
Yep.
Good house.
I haven't had. I haven't had one like that where I didn't have any issues for quite a few days now.
Okay. Wow. Well, that's great. Well, thank you so much, Gary.
I went into a house